Hello, 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 Seth. It's cousin Chad.
And I'm cousin Seth.
Yeah, I know.
That's an
I'm so
difference.
excited. Seth, it's our 100th episode. 100 episodes.
This is unbelievable. It's incredible.
Have you checked my math on it?
No, I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say
It's,
we're pretty sure it's our 100th episode. I just realized I didn't double check, but we're going with it. Seth, it's our 1000th episode.
Right. So this would be a good benchmark. We're somewhere around there, or maybe we're there.
Yeah,
so.
somewhere around there. We're in the 90 to 110 range. No, I'm 99% sure this is our 100th episode. So welcome everybody. This is exciting.
Okay.
Seth, of course, for our 100th episode, we had to pull out all the stops. I got your favorite musician, Bobby the Bagpiper.
Oh, very nice. It's been a while, so it's nice he's back. And
he's back.
Sounding as crisp and clear as ever.
He does sound good. Yeah, he just got the bagpipes tuned, I guess, or whatever one would do, or made out of tune. Of course, we have our audience. Everybody, welcome 100 episodes of Cousin Seth. Welcome, everybody.
I think you've had a considerable share of that.
What do you guys think? Were you guys clapping for me? Sounds like they're laughing.
There's some cheers in there. I did some.
Okay, all right.
It's it could be some residual hijinks from my applause.
Right, exactly. And look at that. Next to Bobby the Bagpiper, Seth, we even have our favorite trumpeter, Freddie Fanfare. There he is. He plays 3 notes. That's all he knows. But we do have an agenda today, Seth, don't we?
We do.
Yes.
It's yours is probably a little more airtight than mine. It's going to be.
Why make this episode any different than the other 99? So this is what we're looking to do. One, it's 100 episodes. Congrats to you. Congrats to me. Congrats to us. Congrats to this Christmas Cousins community that we've built. We did not expect this much listenership and support and enthusiasm. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's been amazing.
It has. Yes. Thank you so much.
And Seth, I'd like to take a minute. And if you've been listening and you haven't given us a rating on iTunes or a review, please do that. It helps us tremendously get the word out, spread the Christmas Cousins community. So that would be really cool. That would be a nice gift to us for the 100th episode gift. Don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, we have a little, the people that aren't familiar with us are just jumping in right now. Like, wow, 100 already? Or how far behind am I? But
that's right. Well, if they are new to us, Seth, we can tell them a little bit, like quickly how it started was I am way into all the holidays and the seasons and celebrating all those fun things. My cousin Seth was doing none of that. For instance, it was fall and pumpkin spice was everywhere, and he was going into the grocery stores. I use this example and just getting black tea or black coffee rather, and getting out of there, like nothing fun or pumpkin spice. Is that accurate, Seth?
Yeah, that's very spot on. Yeah, my shopping outings were not the adventure they are now. So
right. So I said, Seth, let's do a journey. Let's go on a journey where I take you through the holiday season. We go, we explore it all. We've done everything from Dunkin' versus Starbucks drink battles. We've done Trader Joe's food hauls, seasonal beer tastings, your first ever eggnog, your first ever Christmas tree, your first ever It's a Wonderful Life. We Hallmark movies we introduced you to, of course, the wonderful world of Tyler Hynes you're learning about.
Yeah.
How has it been going, Seth?
I think it's been going pretty well. Yeah, there's been a lot of growth on my part, I think. Oh, is I not supposed to talk?
No, that's great. The record is stopping, making sure.
It's a lot like you. I mean, seeing this community grow and build, it's been unbelievable. And it's just like meeting these people and the people, the people we've met, the people we've recorded with and interviewed, or they've told us about what they do, or it's been amazing. And
it has. And it's kind of crazy. Did you realize you were going to be such a fan favorite, Seth? Be honest.
I didn't. That was the part that kind of caught me off guard. So The fact that it might extend beyond your sound bites in our in-house studio.
Well, Seth, I have. So today we're going to go through just quickly a little bit of about the show itself.
Mhm.
We went through that, but just some of our favorite episodes, some of our highlights. It's going to be a quick, short show. We have a couple clips as well. So you're going to give your top couple ones, my top couple. And how did it start? Basically, it started off at the very beginning. That's how everything starts, I think, right, Seth?
Mhm.
That would make sense.
Yeah. It wasn't
So
jump in midway through it. You miss a
we're
lot of good
starting with
detail.
Yeah, episode 30 we're starting with would make sense. So, of course, we started with our Christmas preview episode. We went right into it. I introduced you with Hallmark's Picture a Perfect Christmas. This is a
Mhm.
fantastic one, introducing you to the world of the Hallmark movies. We did the Fall Drink Face Off, Merry Traditions Worldwide of different countries. We had some breaking news. We took you to Trader Joe's for your first pumpkin pilgrimage. We had our first ever interview with our friend Joe, the Christmas aficionado. We did 100 Days Till Christmas Party. Seth, do you remember we did pumpkin spice geography with our kids? We did
Yeah,
that
that was a
live on
lot of
air.
fun.
That was a
It,
fun one.
it's crazy that we were already, I mean, see, we started doing this the very beginning of September. And it's just like that was unconscionable to me because it was just like, who's Christmas? Is Christmas on anybody's mind right now? I know it's only 3-4 months away, but yeah,
Right.
it was but
It
apparently it
wasn't.
wasn't. It was in full steam.
Well,
We're
little by
seeing
little,
it.
we built up a real listenership, Seth. You're right. It started
Yeah.
slower with the season. It kind of crescendoed.
Yeah, yeah, and it's been great to see that things are carrying on. Yeah,
Yes.
in different ways, and seeing kind of how other people deal with the post holidays and all that stuff, carry
That's
over for
true.
the
Right.
year.
Were you not
But
sure if people were still going to want to listen after Christmas, Seth?
yeah, I knew. Oh, I say I knew, like I had this foresight or anything, but I knew I was hoping that they would stick around to the new year, and then
Right.
maybe we could eke out a few episodes that people weren't entirely sick of us yet by then. So,
Right. I got
uh,
you.
but then yeah, you start hearing about Christmas in July, and it's like, all right, then it gives you a new kind of goal, or
And
let's
we
see if we may.
expanded past just Christmas into winter and Valentine's Day. And now we're doing winter
Yeah,
beer tastings coming up and all this other stuff. So we're just following the season, Seth. We're
right.
just like migrating birds. That's what we are.
Mhm.
Migrating birds.
Absolutely.
I like that. It's a good way to describe us, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. We introduced
Yes.
our weekend kickoff parties, which were various. Maybe we had some beers, maybe we had events going on. We checked in monthly to see how your holiday spirit was shaping up. We did all the beer tastings were a blast. We met so many great people along the way. We went overseas and interviewed the Christmas guy 365. We had Jerry on from the Totally Rad podcast, Totally
Yeah, we
Rad
had some
Christmas.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
It was great.
ChristmasEveryMinute.com with Chris. I mean, we've done so much, Seth. It's kind of mind blowing when I look back and see how much that we've done, even food taste tests. So, Seth, can you tell me what has been one of your favorite highlights so far? We'll go into top couple of them.
Oh, see, there was a lot. But I'd have to say one of them was when we did our take on A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do a little performing, which is something very new for me. Um, it's
So for those of you
other.
who don't, let's just explain what we did because I don't actually have a clip of that. You can go back and watch. For November 1st was Christmas Podcast Day, and all the Christmas podcasts were doing a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol theme. But Seth and I decided we're going to write our own original screenplay called A Christmas Cousins Christmas Carol, where we
Yes.
wrote, directed, and starred in every role, Seth. That was a lot of fun. I would highly suggest listening to that. Have you listened back since we recorded it?
I did. I did. That was, truth be told, that was one of the ones that I have gone back and listened to.
You don't always go back. You wait for me to check the quality on those,
I'm,
Seth?
I'm very sensitive. I don't know. I think I would miss out on the quality. It would just be like, all right, how grating is my voice? How raspy was I? But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that one was yeah, it could have been a true, I think, test of futility. But because let's say lift the curtain back a little bit, but I did do one of the voices. I'm not going to say which one.
You were fantastic in that, Seth, actually. And your voice is great. I think you've got smooth sound, Seth. Night driving, Seth.
I got to bring it
well,
down.
Seth, bring it down a little. Okay, so I would highly recommend going back to that one. Now,
Yes.
I don't even know where to start. My favorites are all pretty much Seth related ones, things you've said. We had an episode, and we brought this up on your birthday episode, but it bears repeating. Seth, let's do our top U.S. Christmas destinations we'd like to visit, and listen to this clip where Seth tells us what his number one choice of U.S. based Christmas destination is.
And that would be London in the United Kingdom. So,
cheers.
Isn't this the top? Isn't this the top U.S. destinations we're doing?
Was this U.S.?
U.S., U.K. What's the difference, right, Crowd?
Oh.
Okay, so that was. I'm just going to play the beginning again. Seth, what's your top U.S. Christmas destination? And he said,
"Not a single one of mine is in the U.S."
Okay, so let me rephrase this episode. Chad is doing the top U.S. destination because Seth, the world is your oyster. Why limit it to the U.S.? So you're doing. That's right, Seth. So that was wonderful. Your number one U.S. destination was, of course, London. A very obvious choice, Seth. That was
followed by a very regionally appropriate. I think Fiji or something was like number 2.
Yes,
or Finland. I don't know, like Finland and Fiji, or I don't know.
One of them, yeah. It was. The crowds go wild, Seth. They love you. Whatever you do seems to work with them. I don't know. Audience, what do you think? Seth's top destination. Beautiful. All right, Seth.
Not my audience.
What is your? That's right. What is your next choice for one of your top favorite highlights?
So, like many things, it's going to start very broad, and I won't go into a huge, long, drawn-out explanation. But I've loved doing the interviews. It's been absolutely great. Our kind of first one, our inaugural interview, was with Joe, the Christmas aficionado.
Yes, our very first.
And yeah, he was obviously a fountain of knowledge on many things, as a Hallmark movies or Hallmark in general, as well as some other topics. And so that kind of kicked off, interviews and stuff like that. But we would also later learn.
Go on. Oh, okay, go on. I see where you're going. Let's go. I like this.
Yeah, but someone say in years later, but it hasn't been that long. I would have a big personal epiphany because of the Christmas aficionado. And that is a marking I have on my body from when I was 14 years old. So roughly about 30 something years, a little over 30 something years. And yeah, because Super Sleuth, Christmas aficionado, was able to connect some dots, and I
have that clip, Seth.
Oh, do you?
Let me translate. So we were on air talking about. I'm going to translate. We were on air talking about cousin Seth's tattoo. We were supposed to be just discussing Charlie Brown Christmas special, but it turns out that Seth has a Snoopy tattoo, or so we thought, that he got when he was 14 years old in Galveston, Texas. But Joe, the Christmas aficionado, who's a huge Snoopy fan, a Peanuts fan, told us that it's actually, in fact, Spike, Snoopy's brother, which is fascinating. So here's a little clip. Seth, this is fantastic.
Spike lives out in the desert, and he's really tiny and thin.
If you guys will give me 1 second, I might be able to confirm this. And we might have figured out this at least 30 plus year. Oh my God. Is that what that is? Is that what's on my back? Hold on. You guys banter for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
Joe, this is the biggest news. So Seth has a tattoo. He has no idea who the character is, just a vague notion of who it is.
Well, when he said it was an Amish guy, that's where I started going towards. I'm like, Snoopy has a brother. Well, he has a bunch of brothers, and
right.
and this kind of goes back to my love of Peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Wow, Seth. Just
Yeah.
just wow. I love Joe when he loses it and just starts cracking up at the end. That's my favorite.
Right. Yeah. It took a little while to contain himself, but it's
That's what,
yeah. Oh, I don't know, but he very lovingly and very quickly, I might add, went and had a wooden cutout of Spike to add to his front yard. So,
yes,
and
he
what
did.
did he say? He's on the committee that handles something for his township or something like that.
I don't know what he wants out there, Seth. So I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. Sure. Good point. So,
Yeah.
you know, if
Politics
you're
and
in,
associated with this show, I don't know if he wants that out there.
yeah, very true.
So, Seth, you're right. But that was amazing. This is one of my favorite things about our show. We go to talk about the Snoopy Christmas special, and we end up discovering a decades-old mystery of who is on your back. Turns out you got it when you were 14 in Galveston. How did that happen? It went totally not where we expected, and it made it a fantastic episode. That's on YouTube as well. You could watch that and find out see the moment Seth discovers who exactly is indelibly marked on his back. Most people know what tattoos they have. Cousin Seth, he has no idea. Love it. That was great.
Yeah.
Good call, Seth. That's a good one.
I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like I heard Billy Joel just came out, he wrote and came out and released his first song ever in like 30 years. I was like, wow, that's amazing. The anticipation and everything like that. It's I can only
Did you hear what it
imagine,
was called?
things what is it, looking back on things.
No. Seth's Snoopy tattoo is Spike. That's the name of the new Billy Joel song. He waited 30 years to find out what was on your back and then wrote a song about it. It was beautiful. To the tune of Piano Man.
So the subtle undertones of it.
I think it goes something like this, Seth. He's 14 years old in Galveston. Someone got him high. Though he went for tattoo, but he doesn't know who, and he even doesn't know why. La 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 la. That's the new one. It's actually about you, Seth. Listen closely.
I love it. There's a guy at the counter saying, "I'll do it."
He looks like he got his vodka for free.
Yeah. Oh, this is bad.
But he's quick with the ink, and boy, did that tattoo stink. But he forgot about it when he went to the penitentiary. La 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 la.
You know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
A lot with you don't have the tattoos, but over the long haul, they fade. And some to very varying degree. This one really has not faded all that much. I mean, it's not the most intricate design.
But it stayed, so he used good ink. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. It was, I don't know. The needles were probably a little dicey, but
yeah. And you were all clean after that? No issues from the needles? I heard he saved by reusing them. You're good?
yeah. I can.
Okay.
I think I was like the first one of the day. So
oh, good. Good. You went early on too. His hand was not as shaky. I like that. Smart thinking, Seth. One of my favorite parts of the show too is your eloquence and how you pronounce things, Seth. And
thank you. I pride myself.
Like for instance, there are even other words from other languages that you pronounce beautifully. So I'm going to give a little tidbit when Seth learned what was the bûche de Noël. And Seth has never heard of this dessert before. And here we go, Seth, pronouncing it. Let me turn the volume up, make sure we don't miss a second of this gem. And here it is, Seth, pronouncing a bûche de Noël. Here we go. I love it. You never know what's going to come out of your mouth, Seth. Even you don't. Here's the clip.
No, I don't. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just wrote bûche double, that cake or that log. I have the name I was thinking.
What did you call it?
I wrote it down. I will say BUSHDABULL. Bûche double. Bûche double. I wrote it as I wrote question mark.
Oh, Sethy. What do you think, audience? What do you think? Exciting stuff, Seth. Have you ever tried one yet? As you call it, a bûche double?
Boostable? No, I have not been able to catch any or find any boostables.
We put out a limited edition shirt that said hashtag Boostable, sold out in minutes, Seth. Minutes.
I'm
Did you know
sure.
that? Yes.
I
That's, of
did.
course,
That
the
was
Christmas Yule log. For those of you who don't know what a boostable is. I guess you're more of an Anglophile than a Francophile. Oh, my.
yes.
Oh,
my.
So, Seth, what was one of your next favorite ones? Of course, you also, Seth, we discussed, we had, can I jump in here? Because we did have Craig
Yeah.
on the Craig Christmas Guy 365, and he discussed from across the pond how far you've come on your journey, Seth. So I thought this was interesting.
That's right.
On Seth's journey, and I feel like I got to know you both because I listen to you every day at work, and I'm very proud of Seth. He's come a long way. Although the last episode did raise a question. So, Seth, have you never had a Christmas tree before?
No. This one right behind me, this little porcelain one, is the first one ever.
So that's the porcelain one you were talking about. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I had to stop what I was doing at work. I was very confused. I thought, Seth surely must have had a Christmas tree, but you've never had one.
No, not even a bush, a shrub,
so Chad,
or anything.
He really has been starting from scratch. You've had to work hard to mold this.
As one of our guests once said, "Boy, Chad, you picked the right cousin." Beautiful. I love that. And Seth, before we go, you're impressing people from across the world. You're pronouncing different languages, but also you do impressions. I don't even think you remember this clip. We did You Can't Do That on Television. That was with Jerry from Totally Rad Christmas.
Right.
You did some impressions as well, Seth. Let's take a listen.
Kind of set it up so we know what's happening.
I bet the crowd will love it, Seth.
Okay. The husband and the wife are sitting in the living room, and the husband, the father, he's tinkering with something in his lap.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And this was revealed for the first time. I had no idea years ago and stuff. He's like, "I'm a senator, not an engineer."
All right.
Oh my gosh, Seth. It's great. It's just great when I hear it the 18th time as to when I first. Audience, what do you think? Wow.
Is this ones you want to make as a ringtone or something? Have that going off at a meeting or something.
For sure. What a talent, Seth. Multi-talented. You're like an EGOT winner, Seth. What is your next favorite? I've got millions of them.
I really enjoyed. We visited Oprah's house and we discovered her favorite things room. That was.
Can you give a little
cool.
background? Could you give a little background on how that happened?
I feel like it's a little passe or whatever to brag or to talk about my own wealth. But yes, we went to my neighbor, Oprah. So I didn't know at the time, but the Oprah Winfrey that probably most are familiar with, and she lives fairly close. So we went by, and I take care of her animals and pets from time to time. But on this visit, when I brought cousin Chad with me, and his curious mind got the better of him and stumbled upon her favorite things room. So that was very cool.
That's another episode you can listen to, Oprah's Favorite Things. This was a classic on November 8th, where I was visiting Seth, and he said, "Let's go visit my neighbor." He had no idea. Now, cousin Seth, for those of you who don't know, is extremely wealthy. He had no idea his neighbor Oprah was actually Oprah Winfrey, the Oprah Winfrey. While we went over there to feed her pets while she was out of town, we stumbled into her favorite things room with all her favorite things item. Let's take a listen. She has over here one more Cocoa hot chocolate trio gift box set. She also says it gets Gail's vote too. Too bad Gail walked away, but that looks pretty cool.
Okay. I'm going to text her real quick. See, Gail will probably be cool with it. If we grab one. Yeah, you grab one. We'll see. Yeah. It's maybe we'll do a review of it or something.
Pack of 3. Yeah, they won't notice. You can always bring it back too if you need. So this is so cool. So I just came to visit you, and in like 10 minutes, I ended up on a horse and carriage ride I ended up seeing Gail King being in Oprah's house, feeding Oprah's pets, meeting Oprah's exotic animals. This is wow. This is just a normal afternoon for you. This doesn't seem weird at all.
No, not really. I mean, discovering this favorite things room was new, but yeah, it's
Wow.
That's
Okay,
pretty
wow.
much my day, my daily thing. So
Holy cow. Well, that is really nice
when
of you
she's
two.
when she's gone.
Unbelievable. Seth, you had no idea that your neighbor is
No.
Oprah Winfrey. You're that wealthy. It's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, and until you kind of let me know that, I was just like, oh, it would. Yeah, that's why I was a little reluctant to say anything. But
I thought you just lived well off the salary we pay you here over the Christmas Cousins Incorporated, but no, in fact, you are independently wealthy. So, okay, that would make
Yeah.
sense, actually. Yes. Okay. That would make sense.
Like-
Oprah's visit was wild. And if you go listen to that, you'll hear there's dogs, there's wild beasts that attack us or growl at us. We go on a
Mhm.
horse ride. It's a fun episode, Seth. Who knows? And it all really happened, we swear. So, Seth, we also, as it went on, we found out that your life was kind of mirroring, like life imitating art. Your life was somewhat mirroring that of a Hallmark movie, the way things were just naturally unfolding during your journey. Let's
yeah,
take a listen. December, then, the journey will be Seth finding the tree. How was the
Mhm.
Christmas tree farm like? How did you decide which one to pick? Did you have a meet cute while at the Christmas tree farm and meet someone? This is what we want to know, Seth.
oh,
So
yeah, this is turning into a Hallmark movie.
it is. And you're the star, Seth. You're the hunk. What can I
Right.
tell you?
You're just conveniently putting all these tropes in my life and all these things.
Yeah.
Like, wow, it's almost like
It
this
is.
is planned. Like,
What are
you
you gonna
need to
wear?
go to that one in Aurora.
That's right. You have to go at noon on Saturday the 3rd. Are you going to wear a Henley shirt and then like a plaid over it and then a scarf and then like a jacket? Do you know yet? You go full Hallmark uniform?
Oh wow, maybe that's not a bad idea.
You should. You definitely should. Yeah. Beautiful, Seth. Beautiful.
There was I remember it. Like it was only yesterday.
Yeah, right. I mean, how has your life unfolded since then, even? Because you are like the Hallmark hunk of this show.
Of the show.
Out of the
I
two
think we
of us.
both, right. I think we both serve a purpose. So,
You're the hunk. You're just here because you look so good. That's why we keep you on. All right.
oh,
Truth be told.
thank you.
You said thank you to that.
I don't know how to. Not good at compliments. That wasn't a compliment.
It was a compliment. I don't know what it was. It was just a joke. Don't get all serious on me now, Sethy. Uh-oh.
You want the fans to turn on you.
Seriously, I know. I fans, hit your buzzer if you didn't like that. Right. Okay. There you go. So, Seth, what was one of your next favorite moments? Did you have one? Because I've got plenty.
Yeah, so it's I know we kind of mentioned I always start off broad and then I like when it goes somewhere. But
Yes, I like when it has an ending as well.
yeah, a lot of people do. But I love this community and everything that's come from it. And then a natural extension from this has been another community of great people that we've kind of just learning more about. But the Heine Nation, the Tyler
The Heinies.
Yes,
Yes.
the Heinies. It was
You're right. It's been fun
yeah,
getting to
and
know that. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, it's been awesome, and it's just seeing how that's we're trying to obviously build up this community, and they're established and getting bigger, growing stronger by the day.
That's right. That's right. We've been
but
doing
yeah,
our
that is
Instagram
the-
lives. Yeah, those have been fun. You're
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. So I love doing that. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, seeing that whole thing and meeting everybody, I say everybody is probably many, many more, but
Yes, but a lot of
uh,
them, and we'll be continuing that with our Heine Week coming up February 12th through the 16th, interviewing a couple Heinies, going over Tyler Hines' career as we learn more about it and see more of his movies and discuss it, a couple of movie reviews and nightly boot shots. So that'll be all next week, 212 through 216. Get your boots ready for some boot shots. Good call, Seth. I like that. Now, I'm going to go back to another classic Seth pronunciation. Seth talking about one of the classics, Rankin Bass movies. Let me make sure the volume's up here because you don't want to miss a thing, as Steven Tyler says. That's what he was talking about, I think, listening to this show. You don't want to miss a thing. Here we go. You tasted this. This is the Bad Elf Winter's Ale, dry hop from Ridgeway Brewing, we think. That's from brewed in 3 different locations, Wisconsin, Lapland, and the United Kingdom.
Each one sprinkles in their own little contribution.
Yeah, they just kind of mix it all together and stir it up a little bit.
Does it taste like a mince pie or a reindeer?
Or both.
Is this a rank and file character?
No.
Rankin Bass, not rank and file. Excuse me, Rankin Bass.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh! The day he learns all
That was it. Oh,
about
it goes.
Christmas, I'm going to be so sad.
That's Bob from Festive Foreign Film Fans podcast, one of our favorite guests to have on as well. We didn't mention him yet. He does the beer reviews with us. He is fantastic. He'll be on again soon for winter beer reviews. Seth, rank and file instead of Rankin Bass. That was a great classic Sethism.
In my defense, we were doing the our Veterans Day show, so I had that. I guess if that there's a defense somewhere in that.
There you go. I'll go with you. Well, Seth, you took a lot for the team though on this show as well. You did all the pumpkin spice tasting throughout the fall, and here's the clip of when you finally put your foot down and said, "I've had it. No more pumpkin spice." Let's take a listen.
It's got a consistency. It's heavier oatmeal.
Okay.
All right, so
Thicker
let's try this.
consistency. All right, here he goes. He's now trying his first bite, ladies and gentlemen. He is slurping it somehow, even though it's thick. He's shaking his head. I don't know if he's shaking his head because he's so overwhelmed with how great it is, or shaking his head that he can't believe this is in his mouth right now, and creating his brain synapses to say, "Please spit this out on air." Oh no!
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
We're gonna have to release this on YouTube, Seth. The video is wonderful. Seth takes one bite, and this is what I see. Oh my gosh!
Oh, I'm sorry. I like to pride myself in having a somewhat refined palate, and that is awful.
Well, Seth, I know what tomorrow's show clip will be on Instagram stories, the 27-minute mark. Wow. Just wow, Seth. Just wow.
So that was the overnight oats. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Trader Joe's overnight oats. Yes, so that's a never again for you, I guess. Well, I just have 2 more clips I want to play, if we can. So we went through a lot. There's too much to go over. I hope everybody you get to listen, go back to some old episodes you've missed. Maybe start from the beginning and just enjoy the whole journey. It'll last you probably till next Christmas season, at least through Christmas in July. So maybe enjoy that. But Seth, we'd be remiss if we didn't discuss your first and second ever taste of eggnog. That's right. He had never tried eggnog before, and he agreed to do it live on air. Now, Seth, you saw a store that had eggnog yesterday. Did you pick any up to try again?
I did not. I wasn't given my directive until I sent the text, and it's like I think I knew as I'm sending it. I was just like, like this is gonna work into something or turn into something, right?
Can you go back there and get eggnog so we could do another test from a local one, see how it is? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my my regular dairy store, so where I get my milk from and ice cream.
Very good. Who has a regular dairy store? What a rich guy! Wow, that's so cool. I just go to like the grocery store.
It's open to the public. The public can use it.
Sure it is on Michigan Avenue between Gucci and Versace. But anyway, here is Seth's first ever taste of eggnog. Check this one out.
It's like I do enjoy that we're doing this kind of build up. At the same time, I just want to get it over and done with. Yeah,
I can't believe this isn't a bit, that this is real. That this is,
no,
you
no,
can
this
all
is...
see. I will try to post this on YouTube. Cousin Seth is so nervous.
I have a
It's
beanie
just
on to keep
eggnog.
my body temperature regulated, and
Oh my god. He's got a staff, a medical staff behind him waiting with IV
Right.
drips. His butlers, Jeeves 1 and Jeeves 2, they're quaking in the corner. They don't know what to do. I see Chef de Lesseps back there. He's got it looks like some Epsom salts to revive you if something goes wrong.
Yeah, but he's also, if you notice, he's hanging his head and he's not liking this. And I don't know if it's out of sympathy for me or it's just the fact that they're the packaged things. He didn't make it. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, you're their meal ticket, Seth. If you go, they're all out of a job. So.
Oh, right.
Wow, Seth, that was your first ever eggnog taste. I mean, whew, my mind is blown. But you didn't stop. And this is on YouTube, this next clip. Seth's second ever was even better than his first. Rarely does the sequel is better than the original. Listen to this. This is the last clip.
I'll try another one of this. So
another sip of the regular. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Please. Okay. Here he goes, everybody. Second sip
Here we go.
ever of eggnog. Here we go.
Oh,
No.
nope.
Oh my gosh, audience is
sorry.
clapping. Oh my gosh. Wow. I like it more every time I hear it.
Yeah, I have to say it too. I get slightly less queasy every time I hear it, so I guess that's a good sign. But who would have thought like that reveal? I mean, that there were a larger community of people that have never tried it before. That for us, it was like kind of surprising.
Very true, Seth. We found out other people, the Christmas aficionado, friend of the show, cousin Carly. These guys had never tried eggnog before. And they came on air and tried eggnog for the first time, and we're going to have more people come on and try eggnog for the first time next season when it's readily available. So it really sparked a new bit for us, and it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Right.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'll probably have to try it again. So, I'll get this stuff. I'll go to
Please.
Oberweis and get it.
Yes, go to Oberweis if you all want to catch Seth and see him live. He'll be at Oberweis in the suburbs of Chicago, getting his dairy and his eggnog. They still have eggnog. It's early February. They're still making it, we hope, fresh unless it's leftover, and that'll be really great on air. So I hope so. Seth, before we run,
Yes.
are there any final words you want to say? Do you want to can we get a little sincere moment with Seth as we go 100 episodes in, Seth?
Yes, I want to. It's very on the heels of the Grammys, so
Right.
it played me off. But this has been a wonderful experience, a wonderful ride. But yeah, it's been so much fun, and everyone that's been listening, new, old, all the way back in the 2023s, and it's been wonderful, and we're looking forward to more of it. And cousin Chad, thank you so much for for hosting this thing, because I could maybe eke out 2 or 3 on my own, but or if I was at the helm. But so a big thank you, and of course my birthday episode, which was wonderful, and
Great.
this has just been awesome.
Thank you, Seth. It has been awesome doing it with you. I love how we get to spend all this time together. It's so much fun. And for those of you listening, Cousin Seth and I put on the same show without recording it when we're not on air. So we were doing this anyway. So it's cool to have people join us and have new friends of the show come in, interviews, building this whole community, recurring characters, recurring bits, recurring friends, like you say. And you're right. If you were at the helm, we'd probably be celebrating episode 10. So I like that you allow me to push you a little forward, and you're open-minded, you're fun-spirited, and you're great with ad lib and everything. So it's been fantastic journey together, Seth. And raise your boot if you have it with you, and we'll cheers to 100 more. I do have mine, and I have pure vodka in here. Well, it's 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, but it looks like vodka, and it's much cooler to say. Salud, l'chaim, cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Mm. It is good out of a boot. Something about the boot makes it taste better. You wouldn't think that. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. At Christmas Cousins Pod is our Instagram and Facebook. Christmas Cousins Pod on gmail.com. Audience, we love that you're here every day, all weather. Give yourselves a hand, audience. Yes, we love our live studio audience. All right, and here's to 100 more. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
Thank you.